The Iowa Precision Coil line you're about to see is in daily use at Aerometallica Corporation at Ponce, Puerto Rico. It includes a 5-coil fully motorized cradle with a coil stock feeder at the front end. This cradle handles coils up to 15,000 pounds in 48-inch wide or 60-inch wide coils. The 5 coils mounted on the cradle are normal 26, 24, 22, 20, and 18-gauge galvanized steel. The coil stock feeder holds each different gauge stock separately between 2 rolls. Manually operated air valves will pinch the coil stock selected for production. A local push-button control panel operates the feeder motor to push the coil stock up a ramp. The coil stock is squared off and advanced forward through the open pinch rolls, straightening rolls, and beading rolls, and stops just short of the shear. At this point, the central control panel takes over. The feeder rolls are disengaged, the pinch rolls at the top of the ramp are engaged, and will now pull the coil stock up the ramp and feed it into the 3 sets of rolls and the shear. The shear will prop off a couple of inches from the coil stock. It will cut sheets cleanly with little or no burrs for all gauges, 26 through 16. The program entered in the central console will operate all stations in the coil line at a speed selected by the operator. The shear will cut each sheet from coil stock accurately to the length programmed. After the shear operation, 4 notching heads will automatically cut the required notches on both sides of the sheet for whatever joints and bending have been programmed. Notchers will operate independently for complete flexibility as required. The cut sheets will discharge from the notching unit to a transfer table. Sheets cut for fitting fabrication will travel to the end of the transfer table where they will be removed and routed to plasma cutting tables and further operation. The coil line operator now programs the coil line for standard duct fabrication. You can see the duct liner insulation rolls in the background. This station is downstream of the next 2 stations in the coil line, which now takes the sheets already straightened, beaded, cut, and notched from the previous transfer table to the Pittsburgh longitudinal seam forming unit. A high-pressure sealer pump is located at the operator side of this unit, the near side, to place the sealer within the Pittsburgh pocket. The next station is the TDC transverse joint forming unit. This unit will form the TDC flanges on both sides of the 4-inch or 5-inch wide sheet simultaneously. The next station is the duct liner insulation unit. Here you see the insulation rolls moving down an inclined ramp, ready for cutting off and application on the sheet when so programmed. 3 spray guns first apply the adhesive on the sheet as it moves through the station. Next, the insulation is automatically cut off the roll to the required length, placed on the sheet, and pressed down by a roller for good adherence. And finally, 4 weld pin units will place and weld the pins to the sheet through the insulation at the prescribed separation between pins. The vibratory containers guide the pins to feed them individually to the welding guns. The braid at the end of the coil line will bend the sheets, lined or unlined, into L sections. Labels printed in a roll while programming the parts for production are furnished in the same sequence as the parts come off the coil line and are hand-pressed on them. The finished L pieces are stacked together ready for final assembly of the standard ducts.